So when last we were here, we had added this file, and our students were reading it. Just so you can see, there's other things, there's other settings here. So you can edit the settings at any time you want. You can indent. So if you have like subcategories of assignments that you feel they need, or that if you want to, like say for example, this is, you have some readings and then you have discussions that go along with those readings, you can build like an outline format if you wish. It's a good idea to maybe think about to see if that's something that would help students understand what they need to go to next and what it's tied to. Good idea. Hide means it's going to make it disappear. It will be grayed out, and so students won't ever see it. It'll just be invisible to them. Duplicate means you can obviously duplicate. And then assign roles is a really kind of neat one, where assign roles means you can let other people have access to different activities. So you could let students do some moderation or do different things. It's kind of a fun thing depending on what you get into. So in the activity list, so right now we've done file, page, URL. I'll show you labels fast, and label is basically just putting in an extra piece of text in your course section to like split stuff up. You've seen it in the remote learning course. It's the exact same thing. So if I wanted to make this a heading medium, I could say next step. Oops. Make it bold. I wouldn't worry about any of that, and then save and return. You'll see what it does. It's just a label, okay, for the next things to go. So you could say first part of the week, second part of the week if you wanted to. Again, being consistent in how you label those things. With these, so now we're going to add the other parts here. So we've got assignments, forums, quizzes. Those would be the majority of the ones you would want to look into. Always remembering that, and this is something that's going to come up in Module 3 or Unit 3, is that you want to be able to give a lot of feedback and you want to assess a lot. So the quiz might be something you want to get into. It's a really powerful tool. It's something that I'm going to gloss over here. You'll have to take one at the end of Module 2 so you get to see it. I'll put some stuff in the reference about it. It's quite an extensive one, but we'll go into form because forms are discussion boards. That's a way to assess as well to see if your students are getting what you need them to get. All you simply do is click add. And so now, again, same idea. This is my discussion. And if you want to put that in there, you can. And then forum questions. So this is your description that you can display in the course. This also displays when you go into the forum. And again, notice it is that text editor. So if you wanted to make discussion forums only and have discussion on your readings and stuff, you don't necessarily have to have the reading like in the course and then have the discussion here. Just to show you, if we wanted to, we could say blended read, and we could link and see how it says enter URL, or I can browse the repository and I can choose that blended file again, and I'll just do it from this direction. There's other ways to do it, but this is just to go fast. I can say this and say blended 55 because just to make sure, and there it is right there. That didn't work as well as I had hoped, so we'll undo it and we'll do it again. So you just have to highlight, click this, browse repository, choose file, go in, blended 56. And so now that's linked to that file. And then if you wanted to put in the syllabus, you could put in the syllabus, you could put in videos, and then ask discussion questions underneath it in text. And you've seen in the course itself that you can ask the discussion questions in the description, which is the first set of discussion questions I did. You can also see that I asked the discussion questions as prompts as discussion topics. So you can do it either way. But again, you want to be very conscious of how you pick to do it and explain that you're doing it this certain way for this certain time. Here are the types of forums. If you bring them up, you can see them here. The Q&A forum is a common one that people like to use because people must post before they can see their answers. And then the standard form. There's the other ones here, and I'll put some reference to the references in the documentation and the references about the different types. So you can choose that. And again, you have all these other things you can do with it. And then when you are done, you hit save and return. We made it a standard forum. And so here it is. And you're going to notice that when we go into the forum, here's the description right here that we just typed in. And if I click on it, oops, there's the description right there. And we click on it, it takes me to that article that we were doing before. And then, I don't know why, oh, it's up here, sorry, I messed up. It's up here, and then I can add discussion topics. So you'd have text up here, and then there's this gray button where you would add your discussion topics. All right, that's a forum. We'll do assignments, and I'll just show you what quiz is really fast in the next video, and then that'll be the last one. All right.